Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like fairway. Payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you the Lord, fuck the car. Apply pressure to the game like I did Von Dale. Payback, bitch in his dress. She a bomb, shit just get served cold. I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear got that new car still. Made myself a target in the world of bad shooters. That was designed damn, my kings. They want my jealous, I'm praying for
how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
All right, shalom. Y'all Bashim Yahshua Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shema Alathan, Bashim Yahshua to the sisters. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Tonight is Friday night Lashwan Kadash class. So that means we're going to be hitting on Lashwan Kadash. Now, if you have any questions pertaining to the subject of the class, drop it in the chat. What we're going to do is go over the foundation. The foundation is the start of something, or the groundwork. In this case, the groundwork will be the alphabet. Usually, the alphabet will consist of our mother tongue, or you can say our father tongue, rather. And, that's usually how to do it. But since I restarted my curriculum, what we're going to do is I'm going to drop both our language, from where we come from, or the characters, rather, and the Syrian along one side of the board of each, right? Salaki. So first, we're gonna start off over here. We're gonna have the first 5. That will be Abagadaha, right? Abagada and Ha, right? That'll be a start. Salaki. That right there looks butchered. Go ahead and correct myself real quick. Let me go correct myself real quick. You know what I'm saying? There we go. I redeem myself. First 5 will be Abagadaha, right? And up under there, what we're gonna do is write their sound. A, ba, ga, da, and ha, right? Now, if you notice that all of these characters have something in common, they have an I sound, right? That's because that was the original pronunciation of the thing. That was the original say of any character. You know what I'm saying? That was like, it was a time where that's all you hear is I and I. You weren't hearing no E's, O's, and U's. You weren't hearing all of that, right? You weren't hearing no E. You know what I'm saying? No E's. You weren't hearing that. So we all come from this. Abba, God, Aha, the foundation, the first 5, all the way down to the very final character. So pay close attention, because without foundation, you don't have anything, right? So the next 5 would be Waza Kataya. Waza Ka, right? Try to get that out the board. It's a lot. Sometimes I get fakers, right? And then under here, we're gonna do exactly what we did at the top with the first 5. Now, I know I said Ka, but it's written out CHAA. So technically it'd be Ka, right? But we speak slang, and a lot of people don't actually know how to, pronunciate it like that. That's something that you would have to try to practice on your own. You know what I'm saying? So if you got the time, Most High Christ, just do that. Practice. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you think it'll be embarrassing, just practice on your own time until you get it perfected, make it sound cool, make it sound natural. Right? As you will do with all of these. Right? With these 10 you see on this board. And with the following characters we're gonna put up under here. Right? Now if you haven't noticed, everything is right to left. Right? I wanna write that. And I think I'm gonna write it at the bottom. We're just gonna keep going, right? So we already got Abagada Ha, Wazakata Ya. Now it's time for Ka, La, Ma, Na, and Sa. Now, if you hear any similarities to the ABCs that we learned in this captivity, then you'll be able to understand what we say when we say the white man is the devil and we say he's a thief. Because it takes our language, it's just like any other oppressor that we had. You know what I'm saying? Just like any other oppressor. It ain't just Esau, we had other oppressors. They all took our language, threw it around, bastardized it, stumped on it, cut it up, chopped it up, and just spread it back out. And then they want to teach it to us because this right here was perfection. This was something that only we can understand. But they didn't like it. So what did they do? They took it away, tried to take what they can from it, make their own thing, then taught it to you. Why? So they can understand you. Because they don't understand what they don't know. They don't know the Bible, so they're scared of the truth of the Bible. They don't know Lashman Kadash, so they're scared to hear blacks, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians speaking Lashman Kadash. And that should make it all the more reason important as to why you should want to learn this. Because we're not made to be understood. We're made to give orders. That's it. We're supposed to be in rulership. Now, how can we get in rulership if everybody know our next move? Take that into account. All right? I done got off tag. So before I deviate, let's get to the next file. All right? Next, we got I, Pa, Taza, Qua, Ra. Will be the next file. I, Taza, Qua, Ra. Next, we have two last characters, and that would be Shy and Thigh. So up under here, I'm right. This character that from growing up in this captivity, we were taught this is a W. No. This one character makes the Shy sound. And this that looks like an X down here makes the Thigh sound. See if I can tap the camera down a little bit. I'm not gonna just screw back, tilt it up, let the focus, boom. This right here will be your basics. This is what you were able to read back then. This is what you were speaking back then. This is exactly where it came from. This, get a good look at it. And make sure you take your notes. Let me pick that shot for you. Because if it ain't looking right, it's on me. Shot. Right? So we got Abagadaha Waza. Let me go back, slow it down. Abagadaha Wazakataya Kalamanasa I Katazakwarashata. That is your basis. This is where you come from. These characters all mean something. We're gonna do another class on it next week as to what all of these characters mean. Because these characters can even make up different words. You put them together, that makes another word. It's interlocking. It's just like the Bible. It's always flowing like a river. And y'all see how it's a set sound, a set vowel that you use. It's always an I, sometimes an I, but always an I. Just like the Bible, it flows like a smooth river. So does your mother language, or Salaki, your father language. So does your father language, right? Your chief language. And your chief language would be the Lashwan Kadash, meaning the holy tongue. And it is meant to be smooth. It is meant to be interlocking. It is meant to flow like a river. It is meant to always constantly grow. Nothing less. Right? Now, don't get me wrong, it is a very strict language, so try to add your IOU. I mean, well, you got your I, but try to add those OUEs and all of that. That's a dead given. That's something you just can't do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's already off. before you try to give it away. That's something you do not want. Now, on this side, I'm going to give the series, right? And it's a funny looking language. So if you're able to, pay close attention. Now, the only reason I'm not calling it out as I call these out there because this is that. It's just the characters are all the way off. Now, the president actually add comments to it too, to give it vowels and symbols and all type of things that the language itself don't need. Even to this day, they still find a way to bastardize the language. That is something that will never stop. They bastardize our people, so what makes you think they won't bastardize our language? They did it so much to where even when you decided you want to start trying to learn the language, you pretty much done gave up on it. That's why the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you gotta take it back by paying attention to Lost Mark Dodge. Imagine telling somebody you're in the Israelite school, and they go, oh, you Israelite, so you speak Hebrew. Let me hear you speak, and you don't even know it. Or they pull up the character, either that character's over here on this side of the board, or even this, and you can't even call it out the correct way. How is it gonna make you look? It's gonna make you look like you don't know nothing. That's part of their goal. I'm not saying that's the exact goal, but it's part of their goal. They want you to look like you know nothing. That way when you come to the truth, you start to learn these things, and then boom, you end up realizing you gotta learn your language again. You gotta be willing to put forth that fight to let them know how much you're willing to take back from them. Because if you can stop yourself with that language, ain't no telling where you can stop yourself at. Because they started off with the language. That was one of the first five things that they took from us. The language. The lost one could die. So it's important to take it back. If you're not able to do that, like I said, you look like you know nothing. Now when you try to tell somebody else the truth, they be you don't know nothing. And if they can convince you that you don't know nothing, even though you do know it, well, once they convince you that you don't, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna leave the truth, or you're gonna stop going to class, you're gonna stop tuning in online, and eventually you're gonna teach other people to do the exact same thing. That is being a detriment to your own people. Be an asset. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got Abba got a hot, and that's the same over here. I'ma just write the characters out over here as well. That way nobody gets confused and not raise that excuse, oh, you didn't explain that. This is something you should know. So if somebody pulls up on you, okay, you might know scripture too, boom, 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 boom. What you know about this? Well, you're gonna teach them something. You're gonna learn something real quick. And that should be the moment you're looking for. You should be able to best everybody that comes against the truth in every aspect all the way down to the Hebrew. And next we got, matter of fact, which in my notes. Now, I will say this, it's always good to keep notes. That way you can always double check yourself. And even if you know it, always remember to study it every week. Cause if you don't, well now you gotta hurry up and get those answers real quick. Now, I always keep you know we're at a time where the internet, and we're at a time where like technology is a thing, right? So we have all type of ways to take pictures, photos, tap the notes off into our cellular device, right? So take advantage of it while you can. I always be able to do that, be willing to do that. So like I meant to say willing, right? So right now, as we speak, I am going through my notes, and that is why we have stopped at why. That's why I double check because I'm sure of it. But we have this thing in school. Don't be sure, make sure, right? And if we're not able to make sure, then something is wrong. Let's see what we got here. Mm, okay. Let's see. Yeah, make sure I'm in my right notes. Okay, boom, there we go. There we go. All right. Yep. Nah, that looks more like a lie. So let me make sure. Oh, yeah, I get it. Look at that, my own handwriting. Boss one, get it together, brother. Get it together. Right. And then we got Ka or Ka, right? Then we got Ta. And that was for some reason resemble the Naruto sound. That's how crazy they is when they best it out our language. These people wild. They just be wilding out, right? Next we have I. So when they best out of language, the I looks literally like this. I don't know where they were going with that, but I I just don't know where they were going with it. I don't even know. I could just matter of fact, hold on, I've got to put you out. I'm glad I caught myself when I did. Up here, y'all will be this. It will look like a rod. Y'all gonna see the rod. I ain't put it up there yet. But a rod will literally resemble a yacht. The only difference is the size in it. If it's when you see a small rod and it's floating in the air, it will always be a yacht. The only reason the different sizes is so they can not confuse themselves with they already confused the language. So they had a fail safe, I guess. But they still clearly get confused on it because when you're entirely speaking gibberish. But of course, us being righteous brothers, knowing our language, knowing this, knowing what they took from, we was able to come up with the way of go. Now I caught the way of go. I'm like everybody got their own way. I'm like my camp leader, he tell me stop speaking so much slang. I'm working on it. But the way of go is basically you see this and you read them side by side. That's why I got it on the board like this. You'll read it side by side, and once you do that, you're able to kind of differentiate no matter if you switch from this to that. So just what's another word where I can stop using slang? Um, you compare and contrast. You find out the similarities, and then it'll make it easy for you to remember the differences. That's what it is. Compare and contrast, right? So next we have pi. Pi, for some odd reason, I believe is the one that like hangman. Now let me double check my language. Right now we stopping at I. Make sure I get that right. Oh, snap. Okay, I had a brain fart. That was throwing me off. I know. I'm tripping. All right, Wada Kata, yeah. Now I'm back at Kai, the other Kai, right? So, with that being said, that would be, this would be Kai. Let me see if I can make it smaller one, fit Richard character. There we go. Now we got Kai. This is gonna have a special character, so right now, so it's, well, I don't even want to do that, but let me see how I want to do that. All right, yeah. So what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna write a number on it. Nah, that's looking too much like totally. It looks like the oppressive line. So what I'm gonna do is put a slash, boom. This is a clock. It has a special character. Next, we have lock. Then we got the open house, which will be my, write a slash on that, because that will be our next character with the special characters. And that will be a close house. And we're gonna put what it sounds like here, ma, kalama, right? Then we got la, yes, sa. I ain't gonna lie, they language is crazy. It look weird. So sa will literally be this. Like I said, I can answer every question. I just can't answer where they were going with that. I ain't gonna lie. At some point in time, they just had to start and just had fun with this. You both lines not language. It's a shame. It's really a shame. Next, we have I. That's I know about Hangman, but I ain't played Hangman in so long. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's exactly how I remember Hangman being, but I ain't played it so long. So literally with Hangman, put a slash right there, and you would a Hangman once more without the bottom piece. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kalamanasa, I, let me see something, y'all. Let me see something. Bear with me. Make this work. We got to see. Uh, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. There we go. Next, we got Pa, which will be the Hangman, and the special character will also, of course, be a Hangman. Then we got Taza, which will look like this. One, two, three, four. So this would be the fifth one. Then we got Qua. What? Oh, dang, no, I'm just looking too unreadable. Slimy. Yeah, I know y'all baptized me already, but I never get time to do so. So we here now. So, while I contact y'all, right here, this is where we're gonna drop our kayak. We're gonna put it right here. We're gonna place it right here. Special character. Boom. There we go. Now we work. There we go. Now we work. Oh, I'm messing up. Hold on. I gotta see if I can get it here. Lined up the possible. Everybody fit it all on the board and everybody not get confused. There you go. Mhm. Matter of fact, see how me right up here. Perfect. Love. Now, we aside, this would be this funny bubble looking thing. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we got I. One second. Hey, so like it about coming off as a perfectionist, but hey, when you teach somebody something, you gotta be able to erase any possible deniability in what you're teaching. Uh, as we got Tyler. Now there we go. Now we're good. Now we're straight. Now in the choir, for some reason, is basically just a toddler and the last one can die, but it's not all the way connected. It's like a little piece that floats. And it's like a smaller. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I was saying at first. The rod would be like a regular shape. So it'd be like a bigger version of yeah. It just the reason why I say regular shape is because it's the same size as all the other characters that don't change. Next we have Shaw, which I believe is the funniest character of writing in the series. Because you got started off with a hand, stretch it out, and then boom, this would be a shot. Literally, that's how the shot looks in the series. It's weird. Like God knows. If I would look like that, I would have been sending y'all out, man. I would be like, ah, that's horrible. And then we have Stop. All right. Oh, there we go. And then now we got who's nine clubs. Here we go. Now we're working with something. All right. Try to give you a good side by side view. Good. She walked over in the way a little bit, no sweat. Sideways away. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, all right, there. Most hand cracks. There we go. Most hand cracks. And then I'm gonna zoom in the pan one more time. But yeah, this is what we got, and how I'm gonna do this. In fact, let me put original. Over hour language. Gonna do it like that. So now that we have it wrote up, this is what you'll come up with. Now, like I said, I'm gonna just be moving the camera around and hold it for a few seconds in different angles to where you're able to get your notes. And to anybody that plan on becoming an officer, I will hope that you actually learn the lost walk and dodge prior to becoming an officer. Because you never know when you're going to be asked about the language. What do you speak? How do you speak it? What does this mean? How do you spell? How do you do that? How you do that? Boom. And if you're able to do all of that, most high in Christ, I will know that you came towards my class, that you pulled up Ra'al class, that you pulled up Officer Hazahar class, that you pulled up, you know, every brother's class. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't just stop at, oh, Thursday night scripture breakdown, or it shouldn't just stop at Tuesday night brotherhood class. There's class being taught Monday through Friday. If you're gonna do something, do it all the way. If you're gonna start in Monday night history, finish with the Lashwan Kadash. What harm can it do? What harm can it do? It can't do you no harm. It doesn't do anything but make you smarter. I will hope that you want to get smarter in this world that we're living in, where everybody's getting more unintelligent as we speak. It's always good to learn what you learn in the truth. We're well read, well studied, well knowledgeable. We flex our knowledge when we get the chance. When you come to our class, you're not only learning the truth, but you're also learning the knowledge that you need to be flexing, showing people that you really work more than what people try to make it seem like you're not. You get what I'm saying? So, by that being said, do your due diligence to learn this Lashon Kadash. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your people, but first and foremost, before you owe it to anybody else, you owe it to the Most High in Christ. Never forget that. If you claim you love Christ but can't speak his language, that makes you a liar. If you can't at least read it, that makes you a liar. So do your due diligence to be studying what you're looking at on that board. Because this right here is the foundation. You got your characters. No different than us learning our ABCs in this captivity before we start putting those letters together, forming words and learning those words and forming sentences. We're doing the same thing in the Lashon Kadash. What you're looking at is the foundation. It's similar to what you learn in the oppressor's captivity, but instead you're learning it in this truth. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave that on the board for a little while. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the chat. And we'll take it from there. All right. Been left up here long enough. So next, what we're gonna do actually, what is it that we should do? I want to add something because I'm gonna start my curriculum, so I want to just incorporate things as we go. As a matter of fact, uh, I should always add this into it. See what they do. I could do that. I actually really let's see. It's just like they got NBC 1, 2, 3. Why not do the numbers, right? So we're gonna do it like that. Basically, what we're gonna be doing a lot more time is cleansing your brain, unlearn to relearn, or you can say refurbishing or re-engineering. Yes, exactly what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So let me right there, then we'll go back and get our basic set, locked and loaded, and go get through this. So, of course, just like how you learn your alphabets, you learn numbers. So, what we're gonna do is we'll write our numbers up here and all that. And then right next to them, there will be words and how to write them. Well, basically, I just said the same thing twice because, of course, the word that we're writing is the word that we're writing. It's a lot. So, let's see how many numbers we can fit down here. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, You know, that listen, 14. I'm gonna do it like this. Slow rush. Long little card. 14. Listen. All right, y'all, just bear with me and get all these numbers wrote down on the board. I still want to try to see if I can just like one do 1 to 10. Let's just see. We got the time to pull it out, yeah. We'll pull it out. I believe we can. All right, y'all gotta do it. Bear with me. All right, so now for this, I will be using the notes. Same for accuracy. And if you have any questions, all you gotta do is ask. What I'm gonna do is first, see how much. Okay, that what you do that. You want that. All right. First, we got one, which will be in the Hebrew as a cod, right? It's hot. And how you will write that? You will use the 3 characters I, and a dot. Once you connected at the bottom, and boom, we got a card. Let me see. Let me see some. Just maybe see what everyone's on. You just share it. I'm trying to see some. I like the experience a lot with. Uh, no, that ain't right. I gotta use the character. Okay. Let's see some. All right. And then we got two, and that will be Shania. Real quick. Now, let me get this real quick. Now, I will say when it comes to like woman words in the last mark of dash, if you ever see a guy at the end, there's no need for a ha. The Yah itself is always extended. It extends itself. That's something to be very mindful of. That way you don't confuse yourself or others around you. Right? So I always make sure you do not do that. Let me see if this too small. This is watching a movie. We're gonna put the connectors right there. So yeah, we're gonna put equal signs down to the bottom. To cut time down. I'm getting straight to the point. If you're not doing it differently, just let me know. And you see what we can work out. All right, next we got shalash. Right? That's how you would say three in the Hebrew. We got sha, lash. Shalash. That would consist of three characters as well. It was consist of a sha, a la, and another sha. Now, in a lot of cases, when you see certain words at the end, you will know to connect them. It is, for example, when I say connect, see, you see the shot by itself. When it's connected with the lie, it makes lots. So if I erase this connector and I leave that unconnected, right? Let's say I connect this, it'll be shaw, shot, but we can't do that. Not possible because the shot does not actually extend itself. But I didn't want to give that example. So I would be mindful that in most cases, you got to do your due diligence to see what word or what two characters actually connect to each other when right now word. Most High Christ. Shalom, Lord Christ. I see you checking in. I got you checking there. Next, we got 4, and that will be our body. Right? Our body. So we got ra, body. Right? So that will consist of a ra, a ba, and a I. The I and the ra will be separate. The ba and the I will be connected, which makes it our body. All right. Next we have 5. In Hebrew, the number 5 will be kamash or chamash. Right? We're gonna say kamash. It's a lot. I gotta figure my craft. I gotta get that down pat. I'm pretty sure I can get that done easy. You see what I get done before the end of the class. So for 5 we got kamash, right? And that will be a ha, a ma, and a shot. Of course, the ka or the ha would literally be by itself, and the ma and sha will be connected, which makes mash. You will get kamash once everything is said and done. Next, we have 6. 6 will be shasha. Sha, sha. Now, you do have special cases where some characters that not usually extending themselves can be used to extend itself depending on the context or the exact word, but it's not going to be often. So do not get into the habit of seeing words like sha. Do not get into the habit of it. You're not going to see that much in dealing with the Lashon Kadash. Right? Just a heads up. Just a heads up. This stuff should be easy for you to remember. That way, when you writing it or reading it, you understand what's going on. Next, we have 7. 7 will be Shabbat. 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 Right? And that will literally consist of a Shah, a Ba, and a I. Now, of course, in this scenario, Shah by itself, you got your Ba, you got your I, you connect them and it's make Ba. When you call out the word Shabbat, right? Next, we have 8. 8 will be Shemawana. Sha, Ma, Wa, Na. Shemawana. That is how you say 8. I don't know if I'm gonna be showing y'all these notes. Sorry, but I did want to just put it up to the camera. But y'all can just work off the board. That'd be all right. So, of course, this will consist of a Sha, Ma, a Wa, and a Na. Well, of course, you gotta have the high at the end to extend it now. Like I said, there will be cases where you will have the high to extend certain characters. This is one of those cases. So we got Shema Wa Na. Shema Wa Na. And that's how you would say 8 in the Hebrew. Unless you got 9. The Shai. The Shai. You got the Shai right here. And that will consist of a Tha, Sha, and the I. Of course, the Tha by itself and the Sha and the I is connected, which makes the Shai, which makes 9. Next, you have 10. We say this every announcement, every single announcement after our classes. Some classes may do it, some classes don't, but just know Thursday night, you will see that. You will definitely see that. You will hear it, and you will hear, which means 10th in the Hebrew, Ma'ashra. Now, just 10 itself, like just 10, just the simple word 10, not 10th or anything like that. It will be Ashra. Now, the Aisha Ra. But you know how we're talking slang. So we got I, Sha, and Ra. Right? And in this case, the Ra is just said by itself. So it ain't that it's extended, but it's said by itself. I guess in some cases Ra can extend itself. I don't know. I gotta ask before I confirm that. But in this case, in this scenario, that is what's going on. Next, we have 11. Now, we get that 10 is ice cream. So if you apply this simple logic and this simple method, you'll be able to get through your teams very easily. So we know that 1 is a card, right? We know 10 is ice cream. So in this instance, we will mix both of them up together because we have a very strict and simple language. Akkad Aisha. Akkad Aisha. Akkad Aisha. That's how you say 11. And how you write that in Hebrew, of course, you would just write Akkad, which would be I, Ka, Da, then you got your I, Sha, and Ra. Let me see if I can feel like a slight space in between them. That way nobody can read or really, I believe it's all together. Yeah, yeah. I had it right, y'all, so lucky. But that's why it's always good to make sure, because you don't never want to tell nobody wrong. So we got Akkad, I, Sha, Ra. Akkad Aisha. The list how you say 11, 12 will literally be the exact same method. Basically, it'll be the same method all the way down. Right? So Shanya and 10, Aisha. So Shanya, Aisha. Then what we're gonna do is write it in Hebrew, of course. Shanya, Aisha. Shanya, Aisha, Ra. Now we got 12. Now we got 12. We have 13 now, that's what we at. So, of course, 13 is just 3 and 10, right? 3 and 10, just break down, make it simple for yourself. That way you're able to kind of catch on a little quicker. That's what I did personally. It might not work for everybody, but that was my method, right? So, when it came to numbers, either 10 is Aisha, like how we did with Akkad and Shanya. Akkad Aisha, Shanya Aisha. As you can see, 1 is Akkad, 2 is Shanya. So for 13, it literally just break down. It's 3 and 10. You just match them up together. So it would be Shalash Aisha. I don't know what you did right there. Okay, I was tripping for a little second writing that big, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move these connectors up a little closer to their respective characters up here with the previous number. And I'm gonna rewrite this. You don't have to rewrite it if you choose to. I mean, like, go for it. I just don't see the purpose in doing it. I'm gonna write an equal sign right here. And there, I'm gonna just basically do it kind of backwards to watch fit. I basically just insert it right there. Just plug it in. So we're gonna put right here, Sha, would be Shalash, and then of course Aisha, Ra. And then from there, we're going to put Shanya Aisha back where it was at. So we put Sha, Maya, Shanya, then we got Aisha. Shanya, Aisha, Ra. Boom. We done got it. You was able to fit. Hey, when you was able to fit in there. I know my handwriting be out sometimes. I ain't gotta tell you. But hey, we're getting through it, y'all. Just bear with me. We almost done. We're almost done. Next, we have 14. Right now, let me double check because sometimes it could change depending on the circumstances. No, it is it's strict as hell. No sign cry. So we got I will buy ice cream. I will buy I shall and rock. Right? I will buy ice cream. Then you put your equal sign, of course. Ra, ba, I, another I, shall, ra, I, by, I, shall, ra. So there you go. We got 14 right there. Now we on 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Right? Like I said, we almost done. We are almost done. Just bear with me. All right. So take over the cause I remember like one of these changed. Unless I'm thinking about the swimmies. I could be thinking about swimmies. Unless I'm leaving. So lucky. We get so we got Kamash. Kamash. There we go. See, I'm getting hungry, yeah. I'm telling you, I'm learning how to say it. Not just smooth like way I ain't got foot like smooth, right? I'm gonna get it. Just watch me work. Watch me work, y'all. Just watch me work. It'll come down, I'll be like, dang, I remember that brother right there. He knew how to say it, he was struggling a little bit, but now he just saying it like it's cool. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm paid away for it, y'all. I'm paid away. I'm catch the recipe. I got y'all. Okay, so for 15 we got Kamash Iceberg or Kamash Iceberg. Y'all see how I did that? Y'all see how I'm easing off to it? I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get it, man. I'm gonna get it. I got y'all. Then I ain't gonna say I do a whole class, but I'm gonna start like kind of reiterating on how to say it properly without it being so much fight back, some what's it called, so much pushback towards your vocals. Cause there's always a way. Trust me, we're gonna get it now. We're gonna get it. Trust me, we're gonna get it. And tell me, once I get the recipe, I have to say it smooth, to where we ain't gotta always speak slang, and where we ain't confusing ha with ka, because those are two different characters, but we say them both the same to make it easier. Well, hey, when I catch the recipe, hey, I'm throwing the recipe out there. Now we all know how to say it right. And we are gonna just be, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna be smooth when we do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can die say this is strict language. It's a smooth language. You get what I'm saying? So next we got, see, remember, 6, Shasha plus 10. Shasha plus Ishra makes Shasha Ishra. And no different than regular math. You just learned it in a new language. So 6 is Shasha, because 16, 10 or 10, right? 16. We got Shasha, then we got Ishra. Shah, Ish, Shah, Ra. All separate. You know what I'm saying? We almost done, y'all. We got roughly 4 more. So now we're at 17. 7 the Hebrew is Shabbat. So of course, this is easy. As we got here, that's how strong we're gonna finish. So we got Shabbat, Ishma. Shabbat, I, Shah, and Ra. So the Shah by itself, by and the I, it will be separate. The next I will be separate. Oh, selected. Shah is separate, go by itself. Then the by and the I will be connected. The I coming out of that will be by itself, as well as the Shah and the Ra, of course. And you will get Shabbat, Aisha. That's how you write it in the Hebrew. Now, I will say this. If you want to get better with writing the Hebrew as well as reading, take the alphabet down and just start writing them all, and then take these numbers and how to write them, go back and just start writing all of it down with no connections. Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And before you know it, you'll catch yourself being able to read without connections. And it also enhance your ability to actually take in Lashon Kodash a little easier and break down even the meat into the milk. Just a, you know, just a method I use. Now it's up to you to use it. Everybody got their own unique way of learning. Just make sure you're learning. Now, we got 18. So, the Hebrew word for 8 is Shemawanah. So, of course, 18 will be Shemawanah Aishra. Sha, Ma, Wa, Na, I, Sha, and Ra. See some of those. And much of connect a little close to their respective character, previous word. And we'll kind of try to write this out as we can. And I'll give it try to cram all these numbers into one column, because I really want to do like 2 columns of just boom. But after seeing this, I probably won't be able to pull it out. So it's all right. So with our equal sign, and then Shema will not Aishma, so of course it will be a Sha, Ma, Wa, Na, Ha, I, Sha, Ra. All right. So Sha, the Ma, and the Wa by itself, the Na, the Ha, the Shemawana will be connected. And of course, Aishra, or we say Aishra, all those characters, all 3 of those characters will all be separate, no matter what. Do not connect. You will make a word that does not exist. And imagine trying to teach that to somebody, and then a Christian or a fake Israelite could go in there and just cut you on the language that you learn. That's why it's important to pay attention to everything that we teach on the Lost Woman does within the actual Caleb man. So to keep it rolling, we got the shot. This one will be a little easier on everybody. You'll get the shy ice. So the shy ice. Equal All right, we're gonna do it like this. Yeah, there we go. God will be by itself. The shine of eye will be connected. The other eye will be by itself, as well as the shine of rock. Next, we got 20. So, of course, 20 will be I shower you. I shower you. I'm gonna say it one more time so you can understand if you didn't hear it correctly. I shower you. So Aishra Young. Or you say Aishra Young. Matter of fact, that'd probably be better for you to say, so we kind of get to the habit of it. It sounds smooth. Like I said, we come from a cool bloodline. You know what I'm saying? If you look back in the Bible, we was the coolest people around. Couldn't nobody outshine us. We wasn't even trying to shine, even though we was saying first to death, but you know. So we got Aisha Young, or Aisha Young, whichever one makes it easier for you. Just make sure you know that Aisha is plural. That's why you got Aisha Young, which turns 10 into 20 because it's plural. 10 plus 10, Aisha Young, 20. I should have. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna see something. I'm trying to see if I can do a Lance Walker Dash math class. I believe I can pull it out. I believe I can pull it out. And y'all gonna be there to witness it, and y'all gonna be there to learn it too. Mark my words. Mark my words. Of course, I shall you. There we go. Lock in. Lock in. You know what I'm saying? Got no numbers going on. You can see something, see I'm gonna scoot it up a little bit where it's easier to know. Let's see. So get that going on real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There we go. You know what I'm saying? We just have Akash and Yash and Lash and Rabai and Mike. Well, some Mash. Hold on. Oh, I think I caught it. Mash. Oh, I did it twice in a row. There we go. Shashat, Shabai, Shamawana, the Shy, Ishra. Aha. Hold on. I messed up right there. Aha. Oh. Hold on. Let me get it back. Let me get it back, man. Aha. Oh, wait. Hold on. One more time, y'all. One more time. Aha. Ooh. Smooth. I'm telling you, I'm getting hang of it. All right, boom. Let's keep going. Sanya, Shala, Slide. Sanya, Ice Room. Wait, hold on. Aha, Ice Room. Dang, I messed up right there. That ain't sound smooth. Hold on, one more time now. Aha. So like it. Aha, Ice Room. Shanya Aishra, Shalash Aishra, Arabai Aishra, Kamash Aishra, Shasha Aishra, Shabai Aishra, Shamawana Aishra, Slagan, the Shai Aishra, and Aisharian. Okay. Well, Aishra Yum, so like that is everything you should have. That would be 1 through 20 in the Hebrew. So, of course, we learn our alphabets just as well as we learn our uh, 1, 2, 3 that they would call it. Or I want to say a caution, yeah. Like I want to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna, leave the camera right here, like that for a little second. Get that going on, let y'all get your notes down, screenshots, etc. Into you who all stumble upon this class after this class is posted, most sign Christ to you, for sticking around for the whole class. Now you know something. Lord allow, you know what I'm saying, you're around to know more, you're willing to learn more, and just keep progressing. You know what I'm saying? Progressing is truth, you're progressing life. So we're gonna end it on that. All right, we are the ISUPK, one Western to the Fifth Street, New York, under Commanding Jim Yohana. This is Friday Night Live on Kadash, talk about preaching also 50 Kabashwan at the Nashville School. Once again, under Commanding Jim Yohana, we're not affiliated with any fake Hebrew Israelite, any Christianity, any Pan-Africanism, any Egyptology. We're not affiliated with Muslims, blackity black, so-called woke people. We're not affiliated with any body except the ISUPK under Commander Junior Hunter. And with that, shalom.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right. Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yohana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders